think breakfast is until what time? Like 10:30?
And
I gotta have Nancy double check.
10:30. I know it's 10:30.
Okay. Then you know
So
what?
we can,
As long as we get there by 9:30, I think I'm good. You know,
yeah.
I think I'm good.
I used to push 10 and I was rushing.
Right. So, the guys over in my Facebook group. I mean, this is how it looks. Hang on a second. There's Ben and myself. All right. So there's Ben and myself, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys see that we've got a little Instagram, Facebook Live going on over here. So, Ben, where do we even start? I mean, dude,
I'm gonna, by the
it's
way, I'm gonna
first
turn on the
time.
live. We're not live yet. We're not live
Oh,
yet.
we're not. Okay. So
Let
whenever
me,
you're ready,
let me
yeah,
go ahead and turn on live. Let's get on live then.
right.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
Gene, how are you?
Now we're live. Now we're
Okay,
live.
now we're live. Okay, good.
By the way, first of all, folks, if you just came off my last Instagram live,
I noticed that.
So today is Thailand Day for me.
I
So
noticed that.
my last Instagram live, I had Julia, who's from Brazil, and she's never been, and she's a content creator as well.
Right.
We talked a little bit about Thailand and things like that. But I know that the conversation we're going to have, Jason, is going to be different because we just have different. And you're there right
I'm
now.
here.
So
I
I
am
think
here.
it's more appropriate.
Right. I am here. And I'm really trying to set my camera. I mean, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm trying to do. Can you get out of there?
I used you know what I did? I used the boxes they had and I flipped them over and I stacked
That's
them
what I
on
have. I've got the tissue paper boxes and the toothbrush boxes and everything. So I've got my own little studio going on around here. I mean, you know the
did the
drill.
same one. Did the
You
same
know,
thing there.
you know the drill. So yeah, I mean, I did notice that. Oh my gosh, he's also got a live like 2 hours earlier, and he's doing this with me. So thank you. And I'm really looking forward to everything that you and I are going to be covering here today, because with me, it's my first time in Thailand.
Is it really?
My
First?
first, it's Nancy's second time. She was here a few years ago with her girlfriends for like a weekend visit, and I had an opportunity to do the same thing like a few years ago with my cousin, but I didn't want to do like a 2 or 3 night stay. I wanted at least a week, you know. And that's what we're doing. You know, we're doing a week, and then again, not to focus on my injury, but you know, when my little foot mishap happened a few days ago, I said, you know what, we could not be going around exploring. I mean, I needed to relax. You know, so that's what I'm doing right now, relaxing. So
how did you decide on Pattaya? Was it because you didn't have a plane and you could just drive?
you know, I can tell you that that this was all Nancy. She is heavily involved with the planning with Thailand. She's got and she booked this, babe, when back in February. Yeah, she booked this back in February, and you know, you're gonna be hearing her voice every now and then because I think at the time it was only 9,000 points per night for an Andaz, right? 9,000 points per night, and so we got a couple of rooms. And maybe later on during our little segment right here, maybe we can give you and everybody else a little tour because this, you know, the moment I walked in here, it was like, this is what I imagined it would be. I mean, I hate to sound like a commercial, but this is, we all needed to breathe. You know, we all just needed to kick it. We all needed to rest from jet lag, and so this is a therapeutic place right now. So we're all feeling good.
Can you tell everyone where you're at?
Yes, I am. I can tell them that I'm here at the Andaz. I mean, Ben, correct me with the translation in Pattaya.
Pattaya.
Okay, Pattaya, not Pattaya, but Pattaya. All right, and I am no Bangkok expert, but it is a 2.5 hour drive away from Bangkok. So we were picked up and we left Hyatt Regency Bangkok roughly around 2:07. And we got here in just a little over 2 hours yesterday. The only traffic really was within Bangkok. But the moment we got on the main highway, it was all smooth sailing from there. You know, it
Do
was
you,
nice.
for those who are not familiar, he's staying at the brand new Andaz Jom Tiem Beach, which is actually a city next to Pattaya. He's actually not in Pattaya, and so this is an interesting thing, everyone. When I first heard that they're opening up an Andaz in Pattaya, I was kind of like, because here's the thing, Pattaya is kind of known more for different things. It's not a family. It's not a family thing, you know. But like for example, it's very LGBTQ friendly because Tiffany, their big attraction, I just explained earlier, is like a big like when I was a kid and we would go to Pattaya and my mom and my dad would take me. My dad loved the transgender drag show. Like that's a thing there. It's a
Right.
huge. In fact, they actually. Have you seen any?
No, no.
Well, you won't know. You won't notice because they're going to look like beautiful women. That's the problem. If they're super pretty, it's probably like okay, that's what it is. But here's the thing. They actually have the largest, most well-known transgender pageant in the world that's in Pattaya. Yeah.
Wow.
So they've been doing it, and they've been having that show in Tiffany like since I was a kid, like since I was Niley's age. So it's been like going on for 40 years now. So I mean, it's been around for a long time. But Jomtien Beach is the town next to it. And here's what's interesting and why they built it next door is because they now have built a new highway that connects. You don't have to go into Pattaya to get there now. So there's a new highway that bypasses all Pattaya and goes straight through Jomtien. So all the streets, now all the towns that are along that highway, which Jomtien is, allows people to get through the traffic. If you had to go the old way, it would probably take you like another hour to get through Pattaya to get to Jomtien.
It was a smooth ride, it was really smooth. I mean, it very much reminded me of going to the Philippines, really. I mean, a lot of the, especially the traffic initially in Manila, but as far as when you go outside the outskirts of Manila, it's very much like going into the provinces of the Philippines. And so very nice paved roads. In fact, even my kids, when people tell you that your kids do not remember, they're wrong. Okay. My kids, my daughter, who is now 18, would tap me in the back. Look, Dad, toll roads, a toll gate, just like the Philippines, because in the Philippines, when you go from a province or a city to another, there's a lot of toll roads and toll gates. And so the kids will remember. So bring them along with you. They will remember,
Tell everyone, how many kids did you bring with you?
Oh gosh, Ben, all of us are here. So it's me and my wife, Nancy. First of all, guys, Jason Francisco, Daddy Travels Miles on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I've got a little thriving Facebook group of over 9,000 followers. Daddy Travels Miles and Points. And Ben and I, we go way back, gosh, maybe 7, close to 10 years. I'm a family guy. We've got 4 kids. And this changes yearly, obviously. But my youngest now is going to be a sophomore in high school. He is 15. I've got someone who just turned 18 3 weeks ago, graduated from high school. I've got 2 in college, soon to be 21, and a 23-year-old. And so I've got a pretty busy household there. There's always something going on, and a big challenge for us is that now that the kids are getting older, their schedules are getting even far more difficult to try and coordinate a big trip. Because the last big family trip that we had was exactly a year ago when we all went to Paris last year, Amsterdam, London, Belgium, and we all, as a family, went to Europe last year. And then now, we're doing this, Asia.
And you did it on Points and Miles, or you did it with cash?
Yes, we did. We did Points and Miles. And I would say this, and I always tell this to folks, it's probably not the best redemption. I mean, we flew Singapore Airlines. All right. We flew Singapore Airlines, all coach. There were 6 of us. I booked this on Super Bowl Sunday. I remember booking this on Super Bowl Sunday. And Singapore Airlines is known for giving a free stopover. And so on our very first leg was, instead of going LAX to Bangkok, we stopped for 24 hours in Singapore. I tried to space it out as much, and we went to see my cousin, and the kids got to know their uncle and hung out with him and went to the Marina Bay Sands and all that stuff. And then the next day, we all flew to Bangkok. And then when we leave Bangkok, we're gonna spend a few days not and then we'll stop for a couple of hours in Singapore, and then spend a few days in Tokyo. We're gonna go to Tokyo for like 4 days, only 4 days. I mean, we've all been as a family to Japan, and then we're gonna head back to LA. And so it's a pretty intense schedule, but it's how we are. It's what we do.
So I'm putting a trip together in December, 7th to 15th. I'm inviting folks. If you are interested, comment Thailand below, and I'll give you all the details about it. But why did Nancy and you decide that you wanted to go to Thailand?
Oh man, it's really one of those places that I've always wanted to visit. I mean, the thing with Nancy, especially with Nancy, is let's try and visit something new, someplace new. Let's. It's not so much about the passport stamp. It's not, but really, especially with miles and points. I mean, Ben, you and I can wake up every day and just really spin the globe and say, oh, let's go to Zimbabwe. Spin the globe. Oh, let's go here. And so in our case, we don't want to go back to the same place. Although we don't mind going back to the same place, but we try to make it a goal to try and visit some place new. And so for the kids, they've never been to Singapore. Well, that is a very abbreviated visit. I think the good 24 to 48 hours is good enough for a really crunch Singapore visit, right? And then definitely Thailand. It's so picturesque. The history, the temples. I mean, there's all of these different things that we wanted to explore, but we didn't want to cram it all in, because I have a feeling it's going to be one of those countries that, maybe this time it'll be purely Bangkok and Pattaya. Next time Phuket or Koh Samui or something, right? And so I wanted to give a good chance to like a couple of different places near Bangkok without feeling that I'm rushing everything. So that's the goal right now.
I will say, if you hadn't gone to Pattaya, you would have gone the other. Like if we're looking at like a triangle and Bangkok's in the middle, you went east to Pattaya. But if you gone west, south, southwest, you would have gone to Hua Hin. And there's a Hyatt Regency in Hua Hin as well. And there's a wonderful there's a wonderful Holiday Inn resort, which has a Vana water park over there, over the top. It's fantastic. And you have admission if you using your IHG points. So we stayed there the last time as well. And the Pattaya was great as well. I just came back. I was there. I was in Thailand for 30 days.
I did see that.
And I got to do it all. So yes, definitely you can have more than enough time to go.
I mean, absolutely. That's why. And again, not to go back to my little foot injury, but I said, you know what? I really think it was meant that, because I can tell you, up until last week, maybe a week and a half ago, we had Chiang Mai planned. We were this close to doing like a weekend in Chiang Mai. Okay. We were this close to booking a weekend in Cambodia, right? But I said, you know what? It's so rare for us to be with the kids. We didn't want every single waking moment to be like, gotta go, gotta pack, gotta go, we didn't want to do that, And so, and then this little injury happened. Okay, you know what? It's perfect that we're just gonna stay at least within Bangkok, or within 2 to 3 hours away from Bangkok. So I think it worked out really well.
That totally makes sense, folks. If you want to know more about the trip, just comment Thailand below, and I'll be able to get you some more information.
How big of a group are you putting together?
Today's kind of like the day of my early bird special. It's ending, so I actually have 4 people that signed up today already.
Oh, nice.
But I'm up to 15 right now, so I think I'll probably pick up another 5 more, and I think we're good. But we'll have about 20 in all total.
And what dates again?
It was September 7 to 15. And I chose that date for a reason, because the best weather is really December, January in Thailand, where it's somewhat cool. When I went there a month ago, it was raining on and off in Phuket. So it wasn't like the ideal time in Phuket to go. So if we're going to go, December, January is the best. So I chose that time. And it was earlier in the month. So it was before all the Christmas, New Year's travel comes. I'm looking for ward availability if we have to push it last minute. I'm also thinking about hotel room rates. So there was a lot of thought going into that.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it just reminded me because I've always been not forced, but I've always been asked, why don't I put something together for something similar for the Philippines, and it's really just the time. But but you and I will have a side conversation on that later. But let's go back to to Thailand. I mean, again, it's our first time, and so glad we're here. I'm so glad that we are experiencing something different. The food, the food. I mean, it's the kids, the entire family. We can all agree on Thai food. So it has not been difficult for us.
I'm going to start off with this. I'm doing this trip. It's going to be 4 days in Bangkok, 4 days in Phuket, and it's really, for me, I want to show people that when they come to Thailand, if they've never been to Thailand, this is going to be my 18th time when I bring people. My 18th time to Thailand. And I want people to see, okay, there's the thing. I believe in the tourist stuff, and I believe in the not. There's a reason why things are touristic, because it's great. It's awe-inspiring. You got to go see it. And we're going to go do that. We're going to go to Grand Palace. We're going to do the Chao Phraya River. We're going to go down a riverboat cruise, and we're going to do a Michelin star chef along the way. We're going to do a tuk-tuk street food tour. Like, it's going to evolve around eating, right? There's no way. Because every time I tell people I'm Thai, what's the first thing people always tell me? Oh, I love Thai. They go, I love pad Thai. That's right out of the fact. Almost every time, every Thai person, go ask every Thai person. When you tell someone you're Thai, they go, oh, I love pad Thai, or I love.
It's like Filipino. Well, I love pancit. I love lumpia. I mean, I love adobo. I mean, come on. Yeah. Food makes the world go round, right?
And I think this is the thing. When we talk about traveling, I'm as much probably a food tourist. I sometimes tell you this. I'm a food person first, and I'm a traveler second. Like I'm going to choose what I want to eat, and that's what brings me happiness. And I'm like, I enjoy that part of it. Maybe it's because my dad used to own one of the first restaurants in the world, and he's like, growing up, that's kind of the thing. But I love going to Thailand. There's things out there that you look, if you're there, what you should have that they don't have in the US is butterfly PT. Have you heard of that?
Here we go. I'm going to have Nancy write it down. Butterfly PT.
Yeah, it's like they call Anchan. You can ask them Anchan. Anchan is the name of the flower. So it's a flower. But that property you're at, the Ondas, that Hyatt property has an incredible welcome drink. Your welcome drink.
I had that yesterday. I go, what was that? It was so good.
That has to be probably the best welcome drink I've ever had.
I think I'm going to stop by the front desk again, because again, I even posted about it yesterday. I go, it's so good. I don't know what it is, but it's so good.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay, I can see that.
There's cinnamon in there. There's some cane sugar. You could go. Actually, they encourage you. You can go back to the front desk and tell them, and then they go get it from the bar. So the bar makes it. They bring. It's friggin' unbelievable. Okay, so that's really good. Anyway, if you go to and the hotels we're staying in the Hyatt Regency Bangkok. We just did. We're going to do the Hyatt Regency Phuket. They're fantastic properties. I mean, they're 5-star properties. I mean, the Hyatt Regency Bangkok is probably one of the best Category 2s in the world. It has to be. That's Category 2.
For us to be staying like it's changed now, but this Andas Pattaya was 9,000. Babe, how much was Hyatt Regency Bangkok? 8,000. 8,000. And I think we're also, and because you and I were content creators, and because I am a family content creator, we're also going to be checking out Hyatt Place Bangkok. Yeah. And I also have an expiring night with Marriott that I'm going to check out this new Patty in Bangkok as well. I've got something expiring in the next few days. And so I figured, you know what, even though we're only going to be there for one night, at least for a content creation, because you can use your free night certificate in there. Yeah. So might as well do that. So we've got quite a few things planned within Bangkok, and we're excited for it. So
I by the way, someone put in the comment, they want more information. If you want more information, comment Thailand below on the comment. Just comment Thailand, and there should be some automation pops up. If not, I'll go back and I'll make sure I get that to you. Okay.
Right.
But I want to. But here's the thing: there's so many cool things. Like, okay, here's another thing you need to have. Since you need to order the fried sea bass with fish sauce. They marinate the sea bass in fish sauce, and then they slice it. You know, it's funny. They butterfly. You know how you butterfly a chicken?
Yeah.
Butterfly the fish in Thailand.
Yeah.
Right. It's so good. I mean, like, it's just like my mouth is watering right now.
I gotta go because I'm hungry.
I totally get it. I'm not going to take you too much longer.
No. I'm teasing. But yeah, again, the kids and I, like, when it comes to Japan, when it comes to Thailand, or Thai food, Japanese food, we can all agree. In fact, like, I think next year we might do Korea next year. I mean, because we love Korean food. So again, our travels have always revolved around our love for food, period. So that's why the kids just know that it's going to be adventurous and such. So
what are your kids liked about it so far?
Well, as far as Thailand, or as far as food?
No, about Thailand so far. They've been
I mean, like, on our first night, I think I did post this in the Hyatt Globalist group and my Facebook group, that little restaurant just next to the Hyatt Regency. We ordered like 7 meals or different entrees or something, and paid $19. All right. I mean, inexpensive is one thing, but it's gotta be delectable, right? I don't care how cheap it is, but you have to be able to eat it. And so we were happy with our very first meal. It may not be the best restaurant in the world, but it was perfect because it was just 2 doors down from the Regency.
I have a hole in the wall.
You love hole in the wall.
When you go back to Bangkok, I have a hole in the wall that is like, okay, there's food delivery in this town. Okay.
Yep.
And one of the food delivery companies has, like, they're giving out awards. That's actually the local award.
Okay.
So even if you don't have a Michelin, but they're not Michelin, but they're the local winner.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to go to a Michelin-starred place or whatever, but I'm all about, hey, you know what? If this person enjoyed it, I want to try it.
Okay. I'm gonna say right now. So it's called, I think it's Nye, like my daughter, Nye something. But I'll send it to you. But there's this one right off of near the Marriott. I think it's off of Asok. When you're on did you take the BTS?
No, not yet. Okay. We're really going to explore once we go back to Bangkok after Pattaya.
So by the way, this last time I was there, I probably spent 2 weeks at the Hyatt Place.
Oh, you know what? And we're going to be there.
It's good.
We're going to be there.
The breakfast is not going to beat the Regency, but it's pretty good. For 5,000 points, you can feed your whole family.
Gosh,
you can't. What are you going to complain about?
Me, you won't complain.
Yeah, you can't complain. It's one of the best Hyatt places in the world. I'll start with that.
Right.
Like, for 5,000 points, I'm like, they have a noodle station there. They got
Yeah. That's the thing. We have that booked, and I told the kids, hey, you know what? When we come back, it might not be the Regency, but I think we're going to be staying at the Regency again for a couple of nights, and then a few more nights at the Hyatt Place. And so, I mean, we're really it's gonna be a Hyatt, a little bit of Marriott visit for this trip.
Which Marriott are you staying at?
Well, I have Marriott Mighty Patty, something like that. Mighty Patty. It's also in Bangkok. I mean, again, Nancy looked at this. It's supposed to be brand new, like 1 or 2 years old. Okay. So again, we're using a free night award. We're using a free night award. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
If you were staying longer, I would have recommend you take a look at Surawong Sea.
Oh, I did see that. Right.
Surawong. Okay, here's an interesting thing. You see all the 7-Elevens everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The owner of 7-Eleven lives behind that hotel.
Oh, wow.
But here's the second part of it. That hotel belongs to the owner of 7-Eleven.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The daughter, when she decided she was going to see, this is a backstory, folks. When you come take a tour of me, you guys can learn about this. The Marriott Surawong Sea was the daughter of the owner says, I want to own a hotel so I can invite all my friends to come over and stay.
Right.
We can't get in the house, so I want to have a hotel, Mom. Let's build a hotel, and it's a friggin' awesome hotel. They have 1 bedroom, they have 2 bedrooms, they have 3 bedrooms.
Oh my God.
They got a vice presidential suite. That darn thing is a tall skyscraper.
Is Sir Wong a Marriott or what?
Yeah, it's a Marriott.
Okay, I gotta check it. I did see that the other day. Right.
They got an M lounge in there.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
They got an M lounge, and it's awesome. During COVID, and when the country opened up, I went to go stay there. Oh my God, my wife loves it because Carla loves it because they got the washer. They got they got a washer in there, like so you can wash all your clothes, and they have a 1 bedroom, so they have a lift. I mean, it's like the best. And so for a larger family, I actually recommend for a larger family, unless you got a 2 bedrooms or something like that, or 2.
Right. And the kids are again just loving the space. We're not crammed in one room. I mean, right now, to be honest with you, and before. I mean, we're not going to end anytime soon, but before we end this, I really want to give you and our viewers a tour. I'm here in a deluxe room. We were also given a suite, but to be honest with you, I'd rather stay in this deluxe lagoon access room because for me, having a pool, where you can just like really go in, dive right in. It's not an everyday experience, right? And so 3 or 4 of the kids have this. Well, no, 3 of the kids are in the suite. Nancy and I and our daughter were here in the deluxe lagoon access room.
Okay, so you got 2 rooms. You got one of the suites, and you got the swim up. My daughter. By the way, don't miss out. They have this little like motorized thing, and you can go.
Yeah.
My daughter loved the swim up suite. She's like, next time we want to stay at the swim up suites.
That's it. That's why I'm here. And again, it just took my breath away because you don't get this. I mean, there are properties like this, but there was just something about all of the greeneries, and it's just so lush. It's beautiful.
Jason, they have an onsen there.
Here?
Yes.
I did not know. Okay, so
they have an onsen. They don't advertise it. You got to go to the gym. Next to the gym. Next to the gym is the onsen. Don't miss out. You get the whole the steam room, the sauna, the whole jacuzzi, everything.
Perfect. Then I'll be there. But I do have quite a few things I wanted to ask you. I mean, I know that we're both so excited. So again, Ben, first visit.
Yes.
First visit. We are technically now on, I guess, our full day 2. Here in Thailand, and we're going to be staying in Pattaya until Friday. But truly, as far as Bangkok things, we won't be doing any of that until Friday night and for the rest of our visit. We leave on Wednesday. And so, I mean, this is on my wish list, right? A floating market. I know I'm going to sound very, touristy, but I want a floating market. I want night markets. I want, not every temple, but at least 2 or 3 temples. I do want that boat cruise, and so I mean those are my wish list. But I guess if you were bringing your group, what would be those must see visit top 3 or 5 things in Bangkok?
Okay, so if you want to do the floating market, the most famous one is the one called Danum Saduak floating market. Okay, it's about an hour outside of Bangkok. You should only go there on the weekends because that's when it becomes alive.
Which is perfect because we get back to Bangkok Friday night, and we can do that Saturday morning.
What people do when they go see Danum Saduak in the floating market is they usually come back and they'll usually pick up another attraction along the way because it's out there as well. Like they have a crocodile farm kind of thing show. If you want to go see that, they have that. So that's out in that direction. That'll be a day trip. If you're going to be in Bangkok, you can take the river cruise. There's a couple ways. You can either do river cruise, like what I'm describing, what I'm doing for my group. But if you want to do it in the day, here's the hack. You could do the water taxi.
Water taxi. Uh-huh.
If you go on my Instagram, I actually do 3 ways to get down the river. I'll send you the link on it. But if you go look at my Instagram, I actually show you, and I actually show you the machine. They have one where they have an outdoor one, and you can go do like a water taxi where it's like you're on the top floor, like there's 2 floors, there's open air, or you do another one where it's just like enclosed and it's glass, okay? Or you do one where you do a private boat and then they take you privately. So there's a difference in cost. It's the difference between the 2 water taxis that enclose air conditioned and non-air conditioned. The non-air conditioned is like 40 baht.
Okay. Wow.
Per
That's
person. You
that's
know,
right? That's like
the
a
air
dollar.
conditioned one is like, you know, maybe like 30 baht, like a buck. So it's not much. Like it's not expensive at all. If you
Yeah.
do the private one, like a boat, then that one probably going to cost you about 600 baht. Probably going to cost you about like 20 bucks a person.
Got it.
Do a private one. But if you just want to see, and then here's the thing. If you want to go to one temple, I'm going to recommend Wat Arun. Because Wat Arun, actually, you can go get dressed up too, and dressed up like Thai, and you'll look like classical, and then they have a photographer there named Jack. He's really good. I don't know if you can make a reservation with him, but he actually is really good, and he'll take like professional pictures for you while you're there. Yeah, I'll send you the link for him as well.
Good. I mean, you're describing exactly what I had in mind. Definitely the temples and the floating market. It's a good thing that you mentioned to go on the weekend. So when you say weekends, both Saturday and Sunday will be good for floating market. Okay.
Friday and Sunday are both good for floating market. The reason I bring up Wat Arun is that it's different than all the other temples. This temple was from the 13th century, so it's like a JD. It looks different and it's beautiful, and it's a unique and it's right off the river. So you actually can also eat across the street on the other side of the river, and they have a lot of restaurants along the river as well if you want to go check that out. So a lot of cool things. You can have riverside dining as well if you want to do that.
Right. How about night markets?
Oh, night market. So the one you want to go check out that's hot right now is called Jot Fair.
Hyatt Regency concierge did write that down for me. So good. Okay, good. I had that.
Fair is the hot one right now. So you know the thing about night markets is it's moving. So the hot one you want to go to right now is Jot Fair for sure.
Right. So is it more like 626 night market, that kind of vibe, or?
I think better. It's not.
Better.
Here's the thing. You're gonna find like huge lobster, rainbow lobster. You're gonna find Chinese food. You're gonna find dim sum. You're gonna find roti, which is like the Indian bread. You could try. There's a lot like when I think of these things, like I think like they'll have coconut. How they carve out the inside the coconut and they'll put in a little plastic, so it's so easy to drink and. You don't have to. I mean, they just got it all. They got
the kids and me and Nancy were all about that. That's why we just knew that. Okay, you know what? Perfect. Just Bangkok. For now, because we knew we're gonna love the food. We knew we're gonna love hopping to all of these different places. So
okay. Let me mention malls as well. You're going to be going.
Yeah. Good.
Here. Multiple malls. There's multiple malls, but let me just give you the ones that are the ones I have to put in the top. The cheapest one is if you want to do you're going to do a real this is the cheapest food court in the Terminal 21. Terminal 21, not far from you.
The Regency, right? I did see that.
Right next to Regency. It's in between the stall. So you can actually walk, like 10 minutes and you can get there to Terminal 21 and you go to the food court. It's really inexpensive. So you can get still stuff inexpensive. Now, but if we want to go a little bit better and go quality, I'm going to recommend go to Siam Paragon. Siam Paragon is at the Siam exit. When you exit on the BTS on Siam, 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 that's at the end. Good. You're going to see Siam Paragon. I would recommend Siam Paragon. That's a fantastic one because their food court has the restaurant inspired. One of the restaurants in there in the food court inspired my dad to open up his restaurant. It was a nice. But they have really good Hainan chicken there. They have they have like a Michelin star food court.
Nice.
There's other stuff there to eat too, like on the bottom floor. Okay, the other one to go check out is it's not far from the Hyatt Place. When you go to the Hyatt Place, it's going to be nearby. It's called M Spear. Now there's Emporium, M Courtier, but the new M Spear.
It's like you know what? It's funny, and I'm not going to lie to you. Nancy is the winner here because whatever you're telling me, she's got everything written down already.
Okay,
She goes, and which is a testimony that it is indeed what you are recommending. That, hey, you know what? He's not leading us as Ben is not leading us astray, folks. That's my point here. But good. So M Sphere, go ahead.
M Sphere. Now there's one more, and I'll probably save it for the end. It's nowhere near where you're at. It's off of the river. So if you end up doing a river and you go down and you we happen to see Icon Siam, okay, or Siam, Icon Siam. Yep. If you go to Icon Siam, it's going to be so the day that you're on the river, the day you take the boat cruise, the day you go do Wat Arun is, to me, is the ideal day for you to go to that mall, which is Icon Siam, which is the largest mall in all of Thailand and probably all of Southeast Asia. It is massive. I've been there at least 7 times and I cannot get through the thing. It's so massive. But they have a fantastic. Perfect. It is great for Instagram Reel too, because they recreate a floating market there.
Right. Yeah, you know what? This is her notes. Again, I'm not lying to you. Icon Siam has the Suk Siam floating market. Yeah. That's what she wrote.
Yeah. It's not a real one, but they kind of recreate one. But but they got the food and everything, and so you know, Thailand. People go in because the mall is happening. It's not like the malls here. Like over there, there's like promotions going on. Like there's stuff going on in their mall over there.
Yeah. Okay. Earlier, you kind of alluded to the the sea bass with the fish sauce and everything. I mean, you and I, I can tell you about pad thai and my tom kha kai and my tom yum and everything. I mean, what other quintessential Thai dish that, Jason, before you board that plane, I guess let's start with dessert and then maybe an entree.
I think a lot of people don't realize Thai dessert is really good. Some of it is kind of Chinese origin. Some of them are more Thai origin. I mean, I think you should go get the things that you really like. Like you should go.
I've been enjoying our mango with sticky rice.
I think you should join mango sticky rice. But here's another thing. You're still in there when they're in seasons for durian.
Right.
I actually think, okay, here's the thing about durian, which I told you need to try Montong durian. Okay. There's different varieties of durian. The one that you need to say, it has to be Montong. Montong is crispy on the outside and it's creamy on the inside. And you have to get it when it's not too ripe. I think most people have it wrong because they get it when it's too ripe. If you get a good one and a Montong, it's the ideal one to try. And then they have that with sticky rice too. So they do durian with sticky rice and they do durian with other stuff too. In fact, there's like a whole durian restaurant. There's some wild and crazy stuff I wouldn't eat, but they have like stuff. But I would do that from a dessert or fruit standpoint. I would also get all the fruit that you can possibly eat when you're in Thailand. But in terms of a dish, too, what I would say is hoi tod. Have you ever had hoi tod? Is like a crispy oyster with like a batter. It's like a pancake batter.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. A Thai dish, I'm thinking too. Maybe you have to try a seafood curry. They call it ha mok. Ha mok is like a seafood curry. It's a steamed curry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And they put it like in a banana leaf and then they steam it and they put seafood in there. It's really, really good. I recommend that. That's always fun. If you don't want something so spicy, I think there's, like I said, the Hainan chicken in Thailand. If you can find a good one, it's good. But in Pattaya specifically, I actually think you could try. Have you been eating noodles? I feel like I'm at the noodle shop.
The only noodles I've eaten so far is pad thai, really. Pad thai noodles.
The noodle soup. I mean, if you're there and you try, oh, you know what's good?
I did have the cow soy the other day. I had the cow soy.
That's really more up north, so I don't know how good, if it's going to be as good, but I'm sure it's decent.
Yeah, it was decent. Right.
At the property that you're at, if you go to the fish bar, if you're at the property you're at, if you go to, they have a restaurant next to the beach.
I have not even explored that far yet because we just went directly to a room. I know you're
in the middle over there, but if you go all the way to the beach, there's another pool, there's a restaurant, and then there's a beach. And it's almost private. And if you go there, they actually have a seafood stew that's really good there.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
I know I'm surprised I'm telling you about seafood stew, but it's freaking awesome. Their seafood stew is fantastic over there.
No, this is good. Oh, and I'm asking this for my kids because they're big Japanese 7-Eleven fans.
Okay.
And so obviously we are in Thailand, and I know they're they're watching TikTok or whatever. But is there anything 7-Eleven wise that you think, when I say 7-Eleven in Japan, obviously, for me it's that egg salad sandwich, the tamago sandwich. But is there anything in 7-Eleven Thailand that they should not miss?
I don't think so, because I think they have everything and people go in there, but I don't know if it has anything like the way the Japanese has their egg salad sandwich. I don't think there's anything. I mean, like Thai sausage is one of the few things. Like, I don't really think Thai sausage is as good as American sausages. That's the only thing I think. Like, so like some of the things I miss, like I just kind of skip in Thailand, is kind of hot dogs and stuff like that, unless they're doing some kind of special hot dog over there. But I think you should try all the desserts. I wish I can think of right at the top of my head, like, oh, because there's right now. But I'm thinking, but you're in a seafood town. I'll send you the link for the for Jom Tien Beach. There's a fantastic seafood restaurant right off the beach. I'll send it to you when I'm done. I think about it right now.
Yeah, there you go. See, Gene is getting kind of hungry. See, so we need to do this. I mean, it's really exciting how. I mean, you can just see the passion, that you have for Thailand, and not only passion, but you obviously know, because you yourself have taken groups here like 18 times, as you had said, So, here we go. Massages.
Okay. So 2 brand. Okay, you can find a local brand, not a problem. Yep. I'm going to give you the best one right now. There's one that's very more economical. It's called Healthland. I'm going to tell you, skip Healthland.
It's on Nancy's list. I mean, but she did. That's what I told you. I'm concerned. Okay. So Healthland. Okay, go
Healthland is more economical. And I saw you on your list. The other one I'm going to recommend is Let's Relax.
I'm telling you, Nancy did her homework.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Let's Relax is a little bit more higher end, but the experience is fantastic. During COVID, they would give us a test before we go have a massage. That's how good they were. Okay, but here's the one, but she don't have it on her list. There's one Healthland in Thong Lo, Thonglor, Thonglor. If you go to the Healthland, the Let's Relax in Thong Lo, they are because that's a Japanese area and there's a lot of Japanese in that area. They have an onsen.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they don't have onsen. They have a full on. Yeah, they have They have seven pools. One of them is in milk. The other one is like different kinds of pools, different pH balances. I spend 3 hours there by myself because they have a men's side and a women's side, and they
How do you spell it? How do you spell
it? Thonglor, Thong, Law, Lor. It's the Let's Relax on Thong Lo. And the sushi place that I really like, where they have $2 uni. They have $2 uni sushi. It's across the street from it. Oh, it's at Grand Center Point. It's in a hotel. It's in the hotel, Grand Center Point in Thong Lo. It's a fantastic hotel too, but that Let's Relax is in there. By the way, you have a Let's Relax in the Hyatt Regency.
Okay.
But none of them have an onsen. The only onsen is the one in Thong Lo. So you got to go that one.
Right. And then Regency also has a quickie bar. It's funny, like we were pulling in. Oh, it's just quickie. I said, yeah, it's just quickie.
By the way, if you guys are listening, I'm talking about my Thailand trip, and if you guys want to come join me, December 7th to December 15th, type in comment Thailand, and I'll send you the information and follow up with you guys.
You can already get an idea on how passionate Ben is, for taking folks around Thailand, and so. I think it's going to be a great trip. By the way, when you take these folks on a trip, I've seen pictures, but do you have a max of no more than 10, no more than 15
for the trip?
Like what's the maximum number of folks you've taken on a trip?
25.
25. Okay. I mean, do you mind just sharing? I mean, do they book their own flights, or do you? How does it work?
So I originally designed it to teach my students how to use their points a mile. This trip was to do 2 things. One was I wanted to give them a reason that they can fly Singapore Airlines, because to get to Bangkok, all the top airlines in the world fly there. Lufthansa flies there from Frankfurt to Bangkok. Emirates fly there from Dubai. Qatar flies there from Doha. Japan Airlines flies there. The Thai, Eva, Starlux, all the top airlines. If you're going to go, ooh, I'm going to fly there, but where are you going to fly to? Well, go to a place that you're going to be able, and then you can save money when you get there, and then use your points. So it was like it checked off every box. Fly first class, use your points, spend no money to get there. And so anyway, you can use your points to book the hotel if you like. If you have points and miles, book it. If you don't, I have a special rate with the hotel. But I want you to use your points or your miles. If you want to pay cash, you absolutely can as well. I'll just say this. During that time, if we go, airfare for a round trip, economy is probably about $1,000 if you're paying cash. Premium economy is about $2,000. And business is about $4,000 round trip. Okay, so to give you an idea. If you have points, I'll help. If you're on my group, I'll help you. It'll be part of our trip planning as part of the trip. So you can. So the trip itself is going to be 4 days in Bangkok, 4 days in Phuket. It'll cover the airfare. It'll cover the hotel. It's if double occupancy is only $3,700, $3,799, and we have all the foods included, all the meals included, the transportation, the park entrance fee. When we go to Phuket, we're chartering a catamaran. I have a private boat. I mean, I'm like, I got my local guide, and I'm not even by myself. I hired also a local guide. He works with the Thai Tourism Board.
Right.
So it's all legit. You guys are gonna love it. I mean, you can tell. I want you guys to write about it, share about it, and have a fantastic time.
And I'm assuming only 18 years old and above. No one under 18.
Except Riley, everyone's above 18. I would say the majority of people coming are probably like 40 and up. Is usually that's what it turns out to be. But I do have some young folks. I have a couple in the 25, like a few 25-year-olds are coming. But generally speaking, like this is more an adult crowd that's coming. But I didn't bracket it off. It's just that's what it was in the end.
And so you would say that if someone were to be interested to join your group, to reserve at least, let's say, I don't know, 10 to 12 days of travel time from the U.S. and back. Like how many days should one at least keep in mind?
I would say that you should, if our trip is on the 7th, you're going to have to travel at the latest on the 5th, at the night of the 5th, because the night of the 5th would get you early on the 7th. So that means that if you want to have a little bit more time, I would leave on the 4th of December, get there on the 6th, give a little extra day to, get a jet lag or overcome, get some sleep. And then maybe add another day on the back end before we leave. But there'll be, we'll have enough beach time. We'll have water. We'll have boat time. We'll have a lot of time to eat. And I mean, I pretty much, during that whole time, I think I cover almost every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with the exception of maybe 2 meals. And that's only because I'm giving you free time to go and explore around with you. But otherwise, you're with us, you're going to be eating. And I have a whole curated idea of what we're going to go have and some of my favorites to go try.
Right. Ben, I don't want to end this, but I need to, but I want to give you and the folks who are watching us a quick tour of the room. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's see it. We want to check it out.
Yeah, can we do that? One second. Let me unplug my phone.
And this is what? 9,000 points, you said?
This is 9,000 points when we booked it. And so 1 second.
15 right now?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just do this and give us a second. Here, babe.
Can you ask about the tallest building?
Oh, Nancy asked about the tallest building.
Hanacon. Okay, they have a fantastic food court at the bottom of that.
It's all about food.
The food court on that bottom floor. Nancy insists that he goes there. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, good.
And you should go there for sunset, because the view is beautiful in the sunset time. But they have a glass floor and it's pretty cool. But you don't,
Okay.
But the food court is like excellent.
Okay, all right. Okay, give me a second. One moment. Let me turn. I'm gonna have to turn this around. 1 second. And babe, can you take this other one? Let me turn this one around. Is it,
folks? If you're just listening right now, go ahead and comment Thailand below, and I will get you some information on our trip.
So this is. Let's start right here. I don't know. I'm kind of limping, so please forgive me.
No worries. What are we looking at? Are we looking at the hallway?
I want to start from.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
What,
So,
show us on the outside. What does the outside look like when you're looking
well,
outside?
the outside. Well, you know what? Good one. Let's do that. 1 second. Um, okay. You know what? Let's just
Let's
start
go
right
in.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just start. So we're entering. I
And
can't even see.
this is the swim up suite, or is this a
This
suite?
is the Lagoon Access Deluxe Room.
Oh,
It's an
very
upgrade
nice.
as it is already. So um,
This is a
there is.
standard globalist upgrade for high
Exactly.
globalists.
This is the powder room.
So
I'm
this is an
using
extra bathroom. You got a second bathroom?
right. The toilet is separate. Okay, and then you go into the main room. There's this closet space right here.
Oh, it's like a little walk-in closet. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll show you the little sitting area right there.
Ooh. I
You
love
know,
the finishes. The wood is so
yeah.
nice.
And the red really pops out. I mean, I
Yeah,
think that's what drew me. I mean, you rarely see reds nowadays. It's always the grays and the beige
right.
color.
This is
So
the motif of every Andaz is a little bit local, so they usually bring something local. So a lot of teak wood in this place.
right, this is the bathroom. I mean, this one I fell in love with.
Ooh,
Look at that tub, and I'm gonna.
very nice.
Yeah,
Look at their double vanity, okay, and then they got the
yeah,
shower. Yeah,
it's really beautiful. It's really,
you know.
and folks, what I'll do is, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna put a reel together as well, Ben.
By the
So
way, right there, that screen it
yeah,
closes. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah. I learned that this morning as well. All right, one more. Okay, let's go to the sofa right here. I can't even
Folks, this
see.
place is only a year. I think it's only been a year and a half since they opened.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's this other place here for you to lounge. I don't know if you can.
So this is a traditional Thai pillow. This triangular pillow, everyone. This is kind of a traditional Thai pillow because Thai people used to sit on the floor. So this is like the pillow they used to lean.
Right. So this is another place where you can rest and lounge and take a nap or read. But I want to show you outside. This is where the money is. 1 second.
Ooh, look at that, everyone.
So right there,
Very, very nice.
that's the lagoon access. So I can't even see what I'm showing because I'm using my laptop.
Okay, yeah. We see the lagoon. And you share it with a few. And by the way, so folks, this is
Yep.
like a big, huge, lazy river. It's like not. I mean, you basically can swim out to the main pool from here.
Right. And directly behind me, I don't know if you can see it, is an actual pool area. And
Mm.
so Jamie Haas actually asked me yesterday if you can access the lagoon directly to the pool. I mean, there is a concrete path that takes you to the pool, so it's not really lagoon directly into the pool. So,
What
but
section are you in? What section are you in?
I don't. I mean, I can see the fitness center from where I'm at.
Oh, you can see the fitness center.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
you're okay.
I
You're
think
in the second area.
yeah. And when we took the buggy yesterday, the buggy did pass by the front gate, so I'm like right there, closer to the front gate.
So when you come in from the front gate, do you turn right?
From the front gate, yeah, I guess so. If I walk or take the buggy, I'll be turning right to go to my room.
Okay, so there's another lagoon.
Okay, gotcha.
Have you seen the water slide?
I did last night. I did. Right.
You're not you're not in that water park with that. Okay, so this is the secondary one.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This is a secondary one. Okay, so there's another. There's two. That one's a bigger one. That one's a bigger one.
Right.
That's a big lazy river. Yeah. You
Right.
can go use that one too.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, again, we're so happy to be here. Excited that it turned out the way it did because we just wanted to relax and eat and sleep, and so it just worked out the way that it did. So But definitely, Ben, thank you so much. Took lots of notes. I'm so glad because Nancy also had her own notes, and so it just solidified that hey, these are the things that Ben recommended, and so we're definitely. I'm not sure if we're going to see them all, but at least we've got a good idea of the things that hey, this is what Ben would do. We're going to try and go there. Yeah, so that's the plan for sure.
I love it. Jason, thank you for joining me here today. We talked a little bit about Thailand, and thank you for showing your wonderful suite. And I know that, you know what, now we know that Thailand is also good, even if you are not necessarily mobile. You have great places for you to go and relax and have a good time and eat and
That's
have good
really
food.
it. It worked. It worked out the way that it did. But yeah, but I'm glad that I'm so glad that we're on vacation. I mean, I knew I was really this close in not going, but I said no. Even if I just stay in the hotel the entire time, at least I'm with my family. You know. So, but yeah, it's been.
You mean you almost didn't get on the plane?
Put it this way: there was a conversation where the rest will go and I will follow because we thought that it was one of those things where I will be able to walk the next day. I mean, first of all, I am not bedridden. That's not me. It's just that I'm slower than normal and there is still pain in my heel, but I'm healing. So I'm healing. So
Well,
yeah,
I
but I'm
hope
good.
you go enjoy your breakfast. Let them know. Grab all the food you need and go put it on the table. I would be the person that sat there to the end. By the way, like they were closing and cleaning up, and I'm still there. Make sure
That'll
you
be me.
grab some noodle soup. Oh, ordered lat na. The thing I love, they have a wonderful lat na, and they have it on the menu. Like you can order off the menu. Make sure
Yeah.
you order off the menu. All that stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Jason, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great
you, Ben.
trip. I
Appreciate it.
can't wait to see all the photos. And folks, if you haven't already, follow Jason, Daddy Travel Miles. You can also follow me, Ben's Big Deal. I'm going to be putting a trip together in December 7 to 15. Comment Thailand below, and I'll get you all the details, everyone. All right.
Sounds good, Ben. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys. Talk
Appreciate
to you
it.
later.
Bye-bye. Okay. We ended it.